The Reserve Bank has warned Australia's lenders against irresponsible behaviour as they chase profits in a difficult market. Also issuing warnings was America's central bank chief. In an extraordinary TV interview, Ben Bernanke continued hosing down expectations of a strong US recovery. Here's Philip Lasker.
Australia truly is the lucky country. Talk of financial stability doesn't ring alarm bells here. But the banks are busy attempting to boost profitability in the current low-growth world.
You could very well see future housing credit growth approaching zero.
So the RBA is warning the banks against resorting to increasingly desperate measures for new customers.
The banks, I think, have done a reasonable job thus far of focusing on profitability over chasing growth, but that's probably with a historical view that they expect things to rebound. We're constructing a case where we think growth will be lower for longer.
Like 3 to 5 years. In its latest stability review, the RBA says that it would be unhelpful if the banks were to chase unrealistic profit expectations by taking on more risk. The RBA also warned against cost-cutting in the wrong places. It was okay to sack the deal makers, but not the people who assess risk and check loans.
Where I think they're looking at now is increasing that efficiency and straight-through processing of that application process, as opposed to cuts in risk areas or reporting areas.
And then there are the risks from offshore. US Federal Reserve Chief Ben Bernanke took the extraordinary step of appearing in a TV interview.
You once used the phrase green shoots. Are they now what, stalks? Are they viable trees?
I think they're still shoots. We're seeing some good indicators. There hasn't been a double dip or a second recession, and right now I think the odds of it are pretty low. But with forecasting, you just never say never.
I think we should be thankful he didn't say that the green shoots were onion weed and that they've now perished. But I think he was again trying to massage those expectations. So if you start to say that they're stalks, people start to say, well, that means you've got a fully fledged recovery on your hands.
It was an attempt to possibly massage the Federal Reserve Chairman's image as well.
I'm very proud of my nerddom. The world needs more nerds. Nerds create jobs. And
this nerd will need to create more jobs than many people in history.